Yo, yo, yo. What's good, gang? You know the name. It's Transition representing Gap Tooth Games, and I'm back at y'all with another video. Go ahead and hit that like button for me as you come on in. Drop a comment down in the comment section to let me know how you feel about this video at the end. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, because we're going up. You dig? We currently sitting at about 286 subscribers, so I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button to help your boy get to 500. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about Charleston White. Now, I know y'all know who Charleston White is by now, even if you've been living under a rock, all right? Charleston White is the man who's always in some controversial stuff because he's always saying some controversial stuff. And this time it's no different, but it's a little bit more serious. That's right, y'all. Charleston White's been arrested. Charleston White's been arrested reportedly for 2 accounts of alleged aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Now, let's read the write-up. It says, Charleston White is no stranger to legal issues, and it looked like he's facing some new ones. According to reports, the internet personality was recently arrested and is currently being held without bond. He's reportedly facing 2 counts of alleged assault with a deadly weapon. At the time of the writing, the circumstances leading up to the arrest remain unclear. It is not the first time he's found himself behind bars in recent months, though. Back in October, he was arrested once again, this time for alleged animal cruelty and assault with a deadly weapon. He was just released a few days later and celebrated his newfound freedom by going after one of his foes, YSL Woody. He even targeted Woody's disabled daughter in particular. This was because Woody celebrated his arrest as they had been feuding for weeks. So, basically, to me, it looks like karma finally caught up to Charleston. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man is known for just saying the most disrespectful, vile, wildest stuff about people and their loved ones, whether they be alive or deceased. And he has no filter. And honestly, I'm sure it's a lot of people who don't really care that he's behind bars, right? He brought it on himself. But I tell you this, man, he better hope that they've segregated him up in there, because there are a lot of people that don't like Charleston. Charleston does a lot of egging people on. He does a lot of crap talking. He just do a lot of extra stuff that will get him touched and inside of a jail cell with a whole bunch of other people who really don't like you anyway. That's the last place you want to be. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's sitting somewhere segregated in his own cell right now. Not for his own safety, but for the jail safety, so they don't get sued in case something happens to him. But I was watching some other videos about this topic, and I came across this one by YouTuber Seti Nash. Shout out to Seti Nash. That man, if you're looking for some good YouTube news by somebody who's always thorough, check out Seti Nash's YouTube channel, all right? I'll link it in the description. But I was checking out his video on this topic, and he had clipped some of the old videos of Charleston White before he changed his persona and started acting like an a-hole to everybody. So I'm gonna drop some of that video, and then I'm gonna come back at the end.
So, for the 6th time, your man Charleston White is in custody as an adult. Not a youth offender, but as an adult. Check this out. So right here, he has ag assault with a deadly weapon and ag assault with a deadly weapon. Now, if you check out the date, because there were a couple of people, pardon me, that were questioning whether this was real or not. No, it's real, because the date is February 18th, 2025. So Charleston White going down on Black History Month. I mean, ain't that one of the most Charleston White things that you can do? And I'm not laughing at the man, but I want y'all to check this out real quick. He also has a history of mugshots. See right here? Then another one right here. Added with another one right here. Are we done yet? No. Dreadhead Charleston White, man. And then Charleston White with the fade, man. Let's get back into it, all right? Now, there was a clip that Gilly has said, and I thought it was ultra important because this right here stood out to me a lot and really is the premise of this video. Check it out.
When I ask you, what do you know him for? You don't even know. You know him for disrespecting niggas that's known. You ain't putting the work in out here. You ain't did nothing. You got on the internet at 40-some years old, a nigga that had nothing going on.
But I always tell people all the time, whether I like you, dislike you, it does not matter. The truth will rely within Seti Nash. It does not matter if I really dislike you. The truth is the truth. And the truth of the matter is, Charleston White, you've lost yourself. And hopefully you watch this video. There's no malice in my heart for you. But check this out.
Your uncle who sell drugs, everybody loving on him, and you know he got money, but the uncle who go to work, he don't get no love. So as a kid, that's who you gravitate to, and that's who you seek to become, is the one you see your family up there. And that's usually the uncle who got more access to the kid's mind and eyes. So that's the one with the sagging pants. That's the one coming home from prison, staying at grandmama's house, because his grandmama's oldest son or baby son. This your brother, so your kids have access to him. And he's probably one of the most negative men in the family. But he's gonna have daily access to the kid by way of grandmama. And he at grandmama's house, so they go get to see him count the money. I got to see Uncle Wayne whoop the women. I used to wake up in the middle of the night, men and women be hollering, and my mama at the door saying, Wayne, stop. And he ended up beating him, but he was a woman beater. Just think about that. No child is born bad. My message, despite what y'all see online, it's like my family said, no child is born bad. I was a kid that they would always say, he bad. And that's a label that most black families can identify when they got an ambitious child.
As a volunteer chaplain at the adult parole office, speaking to all newly released inmates, offenders are coming back to the Tarrant County area, pretty much giving them some knowledge and some information about going back to school and pursuing some type of trade, education, or skill. My vision is to share my story with young people in hopes of making a positive impact on their lives. I believe my message, as well as the people that's connected to my organization, as far as my colleagues, have some very powerful stories of redemption, because we all grew up in a system. We all committed very serious crimes as teenagers, and right now today we're living pro-social and productive lives, and I think it's a great example for young people. Secondly, I believe our message gives hope to staff members, juvenile workers, school teachers, probation officers, parole officers, because many of us, especially include myself, was considered one of the worst juveniles in the state of Texas based on my behavior. And I was considered one of the ones who would end up in prison or probably be dead by the time I was 25, and I was able to beat those odds based on some of the staff members, based on the programs, based on some of the probation officers that I interacted with and ran across as a juvenile. One of the unique things about Hype is we have a whole group of men who have been incarcerated from the time that they was kids until now, and have been raised by the state of Texas, who grew up in a juvenile system and went on to grow up in an adult prison system. I've been out about 17 years. I don't have any felony convictions, nor have I been inside of the adult prison system. I decided to put Hype together. Hype was founded back in 2012, May of 2012 to be exact. I decided to put Hype together because a lot of my friends from childhood had went on to prison to do 19, 20, 21, 22 years from a decision that they made as a teenager, as a child. And a lot of them began to come home in 2012, 2013, 2014, some this year. And that inspired me, that gave me the inspiration and a vision to detail all our lives and put it into a package and go out with a message to give hope and inspiration to the young people who may be at risk at becoming juvenile offenders, as well as giving hope and inspiration to juvenile offenders, and just as well as young people, teens, the parents, their families, victims' families, our victims' family, as well as giving some sort of hope and encouragement and morale boost to those who work with youth or who work with juvenile offenders, because I personally believe, it's my belief, that our juvenile correctional officers are our last line of defense for society before these young children or these young teens enter back into society, back into our communities. So I put together this organization, and I believe it's powerful. I believe we can make a powerful impact on young people's lives because we've once sat in their shoes. We understand where they come from, and we're an example of how you can change your life once you make the mind up to start changing how you think, because your thinking is what dictates your actions. So that's how we started Hype. You can give us a call at 817-477-7815. My email address is cjwhite@txwes.edu. We'll be more than happy to come out to your schools, to your youth organizations, to any juvenile institutions, and sharing our story in hopes of making a positive impact on those who hear it. We have a movement, alive and free, raised by the state. Loyalty is everything. Hyped about Hype. We partner with a lot of our community organizations, a lot of our churches. So we're very active in the community, as well as inside and outside of the justice system. So that's it. I look forward to hearing back from you guys, as well as working with you and your youth. And that's it. I'm hyped about Hype. Y'all be blessed.
So shout out to Seti Nash for that. He gave us good perspective on the person that Charleston White used to be. And it's clear to see, man, that clout is a hell of a drug. Like attention, likes and clicks, views, that stuff is more addicting to heroin these days, because the person that was shown in those older videos and the person that Charleston White is now are damn near two completely different people. You know what I'm saying? And it shows that, man, once you get a certain level of influence and once a certain level of money starts going in, you can be corrupted, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly feel like he started off with all the good intentions in the world, but once his message wasn't being heard and once he wasn't getting the results he wanted, he figured, screw it. You know what I'm saying? Go for the gusto, go for the money. And for better or for worse, I mean, it's landed him in prison now. So we're going to stay updated with this story and see how it all turns out. I'm sure he'll bond that. Well, it says he ain't got no bond right now, but I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, he'll figure his way out of this thing. If all else fails, the man's already done like 17 years in prison, so he'll be all right. But let me know how y'all feel about this situation down in the comment section. Are y'all happy that Charleston White's been arrested? Do you think that it's karma for all of the stuff that he does? All of the egging people on and disrespecting the dead, and man, talking about YSL Woody's disabled daughter, that's foul, bro. Like, Charleston White has no filter. He's talked about Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. He does a lot of foul stuff, so a lot of people could see this as karma. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. That's all I got for y'all in this one. Be sure to check me out on the next one. And until next time, gang, you know the name. It's Transition representing Gap Tooth Games. And we out. Peace.
Lane sippers and mean strippers who just all up at the green and it means just fast living. And I'm not one to judge, cause I've been off that mud double cup with no fucks when I pass limits. And who don't like to smoke and get gone off a cone, but it would not get blown unless gas in it. Hold up, we bout to roll up. I got some smoke, keep you up like it's Folgers. Rookies try to hit the cookie, fuck around and throw up. So we drop the hottest pen verse and it blow up. But we got some recognition from a nigga, so what? We be walking down the street, get beeps like they know us. Now bitches in the sheets, but the freak on the meat skis keep real defeat. Hell yeah, make them twitch. You know what? I go nuts, but yet I'm steady focused. Probably from the biomass flower, no lotus. I can't even think how many trees when it's smoked up. Whatever the number, gonna fuss, you'll need a tow truck. Getting shit across the seas with ease, put a boat up. That's no lie, baby girl, no joking. Shorty said she can't